Hello guys and welcome to Samantha's Kitchen. Today we are going to create something that's absolutely wonderful. It's amazing and we're going to use our favourite ingredients. We're going to use CRACKD. So today we are going to make potato latkes. These are beautiful fried potato latkes, and traditionally you would use eggs in the ingredients, but we have got with us today CRACKD, so we can hopefully replicate potato latkes from scratch using CRACKD. We will also need dead simple ingredients. We will need a teaspoon of salt, we'll need 3 teaspoons of flour. I'm using spelt wholemeal, you can use all purpose, and we'll need half a teaspoon of white pepper. And you will also need for this 3 large potatoes, and I'm going to use half to 3/4 of this onion. So we will need a bit of olive oil. I'm going to use spray olive oil in a frying pan, so let's get cracking. Let's start off with the potatoes, and I have peeled my potatoes and washed them, and what we're going to do is grate them into this grater that I've got. This is really good grater, is this. But yeah, so we're just gonna grab hold of it and grate the potato like this. And you should be wanting this kind of consistency for potato latkes. These are not potato pancakes, these are latkes, so they're a little bit more structured in terms of how they look and how they taste. So I am going to carry on grating all these potatoes, and I will be right back. Okay, we have now grated all of the potato, and you can already see that the water's coming out of it. Now what I want you to do is I want you to strain this. So I'm going to use one of these strainers and strain it for about 10 minutes, pushing down ever so slightly on it to get all that water out. And we'll come back in about 10 minutes to show you how the potatoes look. While you're waiting for the grated potato to get rid of all the excess potato starch water, we're going to grate our onion. And I made the decision to use all of this onion because I want them quite oniony. So the reason why I like using these onions is because they're long, so you don't actually hurt your fingers too much when you're grating. So we're going to grate all of this onion using the same grater as we did with the potato. As I said before, the latkes are a little bit more thicker than your normal average potato pancake. So we're going to grate all this and then come back once this is grated. Okay, so the potatoes have been draining and I've squeezed them a little bit as well. And look at how much water has come out of them, that's unbelievable. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add all our potato to this bowl here. And we're going to add now our ingredients here. Now, be cautious with the flour. Everybody's potatoes and onion sizes are different, so it's always easier to not put as much in than and then take it out essentially. So we're just gonna put in half to see how that goes, and I'll show you the consistency that you need. So I'm going to add our onion in now. It doesn't matter if you have a few big bits of onion, you know, it's not a big deal really. And we're going to give this a real good mix in, making sure we get all that flour and we get all the onions and potatoes thoroughly covered. Okay. So we're going to add a little bit more in now. 3 3 teaspoons for this amount of potatoes will be fine. And we're going to add our cracked. Now we are going to add, so this is the total equivalent of 8 eggs. And for this amount, we're going to need 1 egg. So we're going to add about 3 tablespoons. If I've not got that right, I apologise. Okay. 3 tablespoons in there, and let's give this a good mix together. And hopefully it should create a sticky, binding. Okay. Apologise if you can hear me cat in the background. I don't know why they're meowing. So it wants to look like this. And what we're going to do now is going to get the pan on medium-high, and we will cook our potato latkes. I have put some oil into the pan. I've put about a tablespoon and a half of oil. I've used olive oil. You can use whatever oil you want. We're just going to let that heat a little bit, and then we're going to add our first potato latke in. So just before we add it in, this is the kind of consistency that you want. You want it to be sticky, be able to hold together, hardly come off the spoon. That's kind of the consistency that you want. And what we'll do now is we'll add our latkes in. Similarly to how we make the potato pancakes, I want you to push it down slightly, and I'm going to make little ones like this. You can make them as big as you want, you can make them as small as you want, it's entirely up to you. And then they don't have to be perfectly round, but if you can get them reasonably round, that's half the battle. I tend to use a spoon for this, a tablespoon, because you can pretty much get the same size potato latke throughout. These are amazing. I make a wonderful yogurt and chive, plain yogurt and chive dip to go with these, and oh, it's just out of this world. It really is just absolutely beautiful. I'm hoping that I can fit 4 in. In fact, what we'll do is we'll stick with 3. Now we give these a medium heat, more medium than high, and they'll need a good 7 minutes on each side. You don't want them to burn, but you want them to be lovely and golden brown. So we'll come back when we're ready to turn them over. Oh, I have just tested one to see if I can turn that over, and it stayed quite uniform, not broken up. And we will just move this. Can you see how it's completely moving now? So it is okay to flip, like so. And we'll do it with this one as well. And flip. Let's give it another couple of minutes, and what I want you to do is I want you to cook them like this. Couple of minutes, they'll probably need 7 minutes in total, but couple of minutes turn, because then you'll get a nice even golden brown on your potato latkes. Okay, so once you reach this colour, your potato latkes are done. And what we're going to do is we're going to set these to one side on a plate, and we will add our next latkes in there. You may need a little bit more oil. I'm just going to add a tiny little bit. Not much, just a tiny little bit. And we'll add the rest. So from this recipe, you should get 6 Oh, look at this. I'm really happy that the cracked is holding up so well. Because you use the egg traditionally as a binder. So it just goes to show that even cracked can do this. which is amazing. So here is our 6 in total. Now what you can do with your latkes to keep warm is you can put them in the oven, cover them and put them low in on the oven. But we'll come back once these are done. Okay, potato latkes are now done. How beautiful do they look? And why not serve them with a beautiful bit of whatever kind of sour cream or yogurt sauce you want to make. I've made here a garlic and chive yogurt dip. There you go. Potato latkes made with CRACKD. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification button. Stay safe everyone. Bye.